everyone. So, I'm Ty, better known as Tyrex. Hats off to you. What I want to talk about today, rather tonight, I guess, is what makes a slut, okay? And the reason why I say this is because, you know, everybody's opinion on what a slut is varies. So basically, I want to know, like, what makes a slut a slut? Because there's a double standard too. There's a double standard for guys and girls. It's a double standard because if I was to go out there and have sex with, you know, anywhere from 25 to 50 women, you know, I would get fucking daps, I would get props, you know, I'd have guys envious of me, guys wanting to be me, be like, oh, he's a ladies man, and he's always with the ladies, and da-da-da-da. But if, you know, if you flip it around, and a girl was to go out there and do that, you know, sleep with X amount of dudes, like anywhere from 25 to 50 dudes, then she's a slut. And I think I kind of got this figured out why. And I think it's because it's easier to call a girl a slut than it is to call a guy a slut. Because us guys, we put in work, you know, to actually eventually, you know, have sex with you. You know, like, we have to take you out, you know, wine and dine you, you know, like, take you to a movie, you know, pay for things, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Point is, we put in the work so that way we can get laid. Now, it's easier to call a girl a slut because you have the power of this vagina, you see that? You have the power of what goes in or out of that thing. Like, you know, what goes in there or it comes out there, you have control of it. You know, and it's a lot harder for a guy because, like I said, we can't just go out there and be like, hey, you want to sleep with me, and just expect to fucking bring a girl home. Like, whereas the girl, she has the power of her vagina, and she can choose any dude she wants. I don't care if you're the ugliest girl in the world, something like that. If you go to a bar and you're looking to get laid, 9 times out of 10, you are gonna get laid. Because, why? You're a female, and eventually you'll find some drunken fucking poor fool to sleep with you if you're, like, butt ass of it. But point is, we have to put in the work to get that. That's not like the pussy just like falls out of the sky. It's like, right on my face, you know. It's not like pussy just comes at us. So, with that being said, it's easier to call a girl a slut because in the end, she makes that decision on whether or not she wants to sleep with you. Okay? Yeah, like, she is the god when it comes to that. You know, because if she says no, it's no. You don't fuck her, something like that. But, for guys, I mean, guys you can't really call sluts, you know, because we put in work. And then, you know, the end result is us smashing, you know, like, so, I mean, unless, like, I just see you at the club and, you know, like, I dance with you and I just take you home, then that doesn't really take any work, which also, you know, credits what I'm saying, that makes a female a slut. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, you know, maybe you're just highly promiscuous, because I know I am. I'm a Scorpio, I like to sleep around. Well, not sleep around, okay, I'm selective with who I sleep with, and I'm always protective, okay, always that. But anyways, we're not talking about me, we're talking about sluts. So, yeah, with that being said, I guess it is a lot easier to call a girl a slut than it is a guy, and, I don't, that's my opinion on the situation, okay, because, if you don't want to sleep with a dude, you don't have to, so, with that being said, yeah, you know? End result, females, the choice is up to you, whether or not you want to be a slut. I mean, and it's not so much being a slut, because like I said, you know, like, if you just have a high sex drive, or you just like the idea of sex and having sex, then, you know, do you, boo-boo. But if you don't want to get called a slut by sleeping around, my choices to you is to either A, stop sleeping around, or B, porn star. Because a porn star cannot be a slut, okay? It doesn't matter how many people she slept with. Which actually kind of brings me to the question of what, like, what does it take to be a slut? Actually, you know what? I think that's gonna be the next video. So, I'm gonna end this video because I'm pretty sure I got my point across. Peace out, YouTube. You know, check me out on Facebook. Follow me on YouTube. You know, Tyree Campos, also known as Tyrex. Holla at your boy. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace.